Escala is a waterlocked city, connected by railway to the mainland. Its architecture reaches upward to the sky with curved tile roofs, dangling flora down to the lower levels. It is said that Tyr brought down the astral plane upon Escala so that the sun would grace every surface at least once per day. The grassy balconies connect through arching bridgeways, hoists, and stairwells. Greenery and blooming flowers stretch upward from every wall in prayer to Tyr. The southern docks of Escala creak in relief as snow begins to run off into the sea. Finally, the beating sun has overtaken winter chill, and as the people of Escala observe the changing of the seasons once again, excitement trumpets from high balconies as they look towards the spring equinox, a time of celebration and reverence to the goddess Tyr. It is an afternoon on the town for you, Myrmidons. Here's a question. How long have you been living in Escala? Let's start with Gaul.
I think Gaul's been here about a year.
Just as you were finishing your time in the academy, the anvil just started. It was just set up in Escala, and you were given a sort of sponsorship, provided that you worked there after your graduation from the Fangenfer boarding academy. So you have kind of just started your adult life. You're living on your own. It's a new city, a new life. You've been here about a year. How do you think you've been settling into the city of Escala?
I think Gaul's been settling in quite well. He's quite friendly, and while he's a little stupid, he does tend to familiarize himself pretty well with other people. So I think he's having a good time. He's, getting used to the people here, getting used to who he's working with, having his routines.
It's pretty normal at this point. This is your city now. So let's go to Evergreen. How long have you been in Escala?
I feel like Evergreen's probably been here for max 6 months. I think at some point Gaul found him and is rehabilitating him essentially. So I think it's still very new to him, but I think he really likes it.
And Eauglace, you just started your work here as a Myrmidon. In fact, today is going to be your first shift.
I think it's been here for a couple months actually, but since he's never really had to work that much, he's just been going around watching shows and everything and eating. He was like, oh, I need money now, and he heard about this, so now that's why he's joining right now. He's like, oh, I should probably get a job, whatever that thing is.
Cool. I will surely remember this and not need to check my notes ever.
Foreshadowing is a literary device.
I believe you.
Eauglace is a fledgling Myrmidon, having just joined your party of heroes. You've been instructed by Project Manager Fern to prioritize team building however you see fit before your shift later tonight. How would you like to spend your time with this fledgling member?
Is there a carnival or some kind of a touristy thing?
Because there is going to be a festival in 10 days, I don't think are too many big things going on before that festival begins. People usually come to Escala to see the architecture, to see the history of the city because it was blessed by the goddess Tyr, so that's very interesting, and to partake in the very fresh fish in the lower docks. Those are some of the main things that people come to Escala to see. I don't know what you're most interested in.
Thoughts on, goofy team building exercise montage of bowling or the equivalent of bowling.
Oh my god, we should
and
go
arcade
bowling.
games.
Where are the bowls? That's what Evergreen says when they go to bowling and there are no bowls.
Okay, so you guys go bowling? Okay.
Alright, so the way you do it is you stick your fingers into these holes here, and you watch those pins there, and you aim straight ahead and roll it forward, and we're gonna go for it. And that is a nat 1.
Oh my god!
Bye!
So, for your team building exercise, Gaul has taken you to the Gorgon Bowling Alley. and you have settled down in these nice leather seats. You see some other civilians playing their own games and matches. There's these stone tablets above the alleys that show scores getting carved in to the stone, and you see your friend Gall like kind of explaining to you like, oh, this is how you bowl, like let's just go through it, like this is gonna be really fun, you know, a little bit of competition before we start working later tonight. And you see Gall kind of raise up this like beautiful stone bowling ball and throw it, and it flies straight up into the stone tablet right above the alley, and it just cracks in half, and one half falls down and shatters, like splitting up the floorboards on the alley as you're sitting there on your couch watching.
Wow, I want to try that. And then Evergreen goes to try and throw a bowling ball up.
No, I was just demonstrating what you're not supposed to do. See? Alright? See? I was just pointing at the billboard there. You're not supposed to hit it. These balls are real slippery. Does anyone have mending on this group?
Looks away.
I cannot fix things. Only change them.
Yeah, as you say that,
That
you see a tiefling who is like smoking in a corner, like take a big huff.
A doobie,
Yeah, takes a
yeah,
big,
doobie.
takes a big
A
huff of a
blunt.
blunt and like puts it out in the wallpaper and just go, oh, God damn it. And you see him kind of like hobble over to your alley.
What does his name tag
I was
say?
gonna ask for his name tag, yeah, same.
His name tag says 20.
20.
Do any of you guys actually know how to bowl, or have you just come in here to cause as much damage to my property as possible?
Mr. 20, sir, I do sincerely apologize. I will fix this as quick as I can. I didn't mean anything by it. If you want, we'll fix it and head right on out right now. I'm so sorry for the damages.
But I didn't get a chance to bowl yet, Gall. I want bowl.
I want bull.
We'll figure it out, honey. We'll figure it out.
Can I see if I can figure out what Gall is trying to do so I can chuck a bowling ball somewhere?
While the manager is standing there?
Yeah.
Absolutely, you can.
I want to see if I can figure out what Gall was trying to do with the bowling ball, because he showed me what not to do, so I'm trying to figure out what to do.
Alright, this is going to be an insight check, with disadvantage, so good fucking luck.
Alright, that is a 19.
Oh, wow. Wow, with disadvantage?
Yeah, I rolled a 17 and a 15. I have a +4 to insight.
Yeah, you just like walk past the manager, you walk past 20, and pick up a bowling ball and kind of like hold it in both your hands.
In my paws.
And yeah, both your little paws as they kind of like spread your little beans. And your hand's too small to actually put it in the little grips. So you kind of like run over and toss it. And you think like, I probably should go a little lower than the stone tablet. So you do so, and well, actually give me an athletics check to see how well it goes, because there also is a piece of stone in the center of the alley, so I don't really know what's gonna happen.
15. Wait, can I guidance this?
Oh my god.
19.
All of this for bowling.
You throw the bowling ball, and as it rolls out, the manager just like stops talking to Gall and like turns to you with like jaw drop. It's the first time he's noticed that there's like a fucking rotting animal in his fucking establishment, and you picked up a bowling ball as he's beginning to berate your party, and he's just kind of watching you, completely unsure about how he feels. And he sees the bowling ball kind of spin and hit the refuse of the stone tablet on the alley, and kind of like plinks up and rolls on top of it and spins off, and it goes down and it does a perfect strike as all the pins fall down. And the manager just looks at you.
Did I bowl good?
Yeah, bowled perfectly.
Bravo!
Can you describe yourself, actually?
Gull is a bronze dragonborn with kind of tannish brown scales and dark red horns, covered in various battle scars and pieces of golden jewelry. He's got a massive and long flowing dark brown cape wrapped in fur around his shoulders and a couple of bare teeth placed along its clasp. He's wearing his Myrmidon bracers, proudly holding them up in the air. But other than those and the few pouches he's got for storage and his leather battle skirt, he's not wearing much else in terms of armor or clothing.
Can you describe yourself, Evergreen? What is this manager seeing?
Well, Evergreen is probably like a 2'10" Harengon that is covered in like vines and moss and mushrooms, with like dead eyes, and like yellowed teeth. I think all of his more rotted parts are covered by clothing that maybe Gall helped him shop for, specifically to make him look less scary, but it only helps so much.
You see this manager's like quivering lip as he's like, what exactly is going on here? Is this some sort of apparition or is there a necromancer here?
This is just a friend of ours. They're totally
I'm a friend.
harmless.
And as you kind of like wave your hands, like, no, like nothing untoward is going on here. Like, this is totally fine. And this manager's kind of like sweating. And kind of like, without thinking, like reaching for another fucking like thing to smoke, he kind of like looks at your arm that you're waving, and he goes, "What? Are you a Myrmidon?"
Yes, I am. I try not to publicize it and throw it around as if I can own the place, to do whatever I please, you know.
Oh well, you must be handling this creature that's walked into my bowling alley.
Is there a creature somewhere?
He's actually a teammate of mine. We're traveling together, you see.
Yes, travel together, friends.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Myrmidons were not like that.
It happens. It happens. Just don't make it too much of a habit of yours. All right.
I am still learning to be person. Good person.
That's fine. I actually want to be a Myrmidon myself.
I think.
Once I make enough money, I can buy myself a full set of armor, and maybe I could become a druid.
I can teach you druid ways if you like.
No, that's okay, little buddy. That's fine. No, I think I'll be just fine. I think.
If you change mind, you can talk to me. I help.
I imagine you're like opening your eyes all gloomy.
I am making uncomfortable amount of eye contact.
Do an insight check.
Gull is like grinning like a madman.
15.
20 just looks at you, and you can tell that 20 has thrown up in his mouth as you like peer closer, and 20's like constantly looking down quickly to see if you're touching him.
Are you sick? Can I help? Can I try to cast Cure Wounds on him?
God.
It's
a touch spell.
Cure Wounds on him. Yeah,
That's a touch spell.
Yeah.
I try and put my little paw on him covered in moss and cast Cure Wounds.
You put your paw on this manager, and you see like a shiver go all the way up from where you touched him, all the way up to the top of his head, and he goes like, thank you so much. Thank you, Myrmidons, for everything you do for this city.
Well, I see that we have all the problems resolved now, so if you'd love to, we just go back to our bowling, and you can go back to doing whatever wonderful activity you were doing before this, right? Anyway, me and my associates here were just getting to know each other, so why don't you just go on and do your own thing, and we will clean up this mess. Alright?
Can you roll persuasion?
I got you,
Can I
dog.
give you a help action there? I'm just grinning behind you and giving thumbs up.
Don't worry, I got a good stab. Oh,
Oh my god, it's a nat 20!
Shit.
Holy shit!
Incredible.
The manager smiles a big fake smile, and says, anything for the last bastion of the city. And he turns away and he says, oh, and please, use a new alley. That one won't do for a Myrmidon.
it's defunct.
We appreciate the sincerity, Mr. 20, sir, and wish you the best of luck in becoming a Myrmidon yourself.
Thank you so much, kind young man.
And
Oh,
Evergreen,
please, thank you.
As they walk away, he says, "Have a nice life," and then turns around and goes to the other bowling alley.
All right,
I can say
Eauglace.
Evergreen did not talk to people.
Oh my god, yeah. It's delightful. All right, Eauglace. Your shot if you want to take one. Go for it.
Alright, I suppose. But after this, are we gonna have anything else to do? Or are we just going to whittle our days away bowling?
It's up to whatever you want to do. We can do whatever. We're just trying to get to know each other before shift begins, you know?
I was just wondering. I'm not sure exactly how this job thing works, so I wasn't completely sure. Well, since
Oh.
everyone's doing it, I'll give it a go too. Hopefully I don't cave in a wall.
That would be great.
Cave the wall in so I can see what's behind it.
Two very different responses. Alright, I'll give it my go. I got 18.
Can you describe your character?
He's a elf, not tall, but like not short either. He's dressed in mostly blue with a coat with a hat, umbrella. It's covered in kind of frost and everything. He's pretty pale. Like you don't think he goes in the sun a lot. He's got his hair either white or bleach.
Okay, does anybody actually know bowling terms? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't fucking know.
I know strike and spare. That's all I know.
Strike, spare, split. The alley is actually called the lane. The sides of the alleys are
We're all
gutters.
learning. Gutters, yes.
I'm glad I have to know things about
Yes.
bowling
I'm so sorry.
to record my D&D
I'm so
podcast.
sorry.
You're welcome.
As you, this very prim and proper looking elf kind of turns and picks up a nice blue marbled bowling ball, he goes to the lane and he throws the ball down and it spins and whirls all the way down and it knocks down, let's say, 4 pins, which we all know is called a super knocker.
Super knocker, my favorite bowling move.
And the stone tablet up above the lane says super knocker.
Well, since as much as I'd love to continue throwing these colorful balls around, why don't we explore the rest of the city? I haven't exactly been doing much of that, and why not have a tour from the locals?
That
You
sounds
can't
like a
super knocker.
wonderful idea. You're right.
And as you decide, after 3 tosses and destroying a lane, that you're done with bowling and want to leave, you hear a buzz, buzz, buzz as your bracers flicker lightly and pulse on your arm. A voice reverberates out from the stone in your bracer. Hey, Myrmidons. I was told not to overwhelm the new recruits again, so I'm throwing you guys a bone and giving you a simple mission. Welcome to the team, fledgling. We're getting alerts of a ne'er-do-well causing a ruckus at the Potionarium by the Western Station. So if you can bring in the perpetrators for questioning, that would be really awesome. This voice that you hear is Torrent, the Water Genasi. She is the dispatch operator for the Myrmidons, so she tells you where you have to go handle the situation.
Right then. That sounds good.
The Western Station is where the railway goes to the mainland. So you have all been there since you are not originally born here in Escala. So you guys should know where that is. You guys, I assume, are just going to head right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
As you guys are walking on the docks, you guys are kind of passing different businesses. There's lots of different kind of fish stalls and fishmongers and fishermen and fish people and fish, and you kind of travel up your way. You guys are currently in the southern precinct. As you move outward to the west, you find yourselves up in one of the higher levels, so you're quite a ways above the ocean, and you see this kind of massive railway reaching out towards the mainland, which is nearly entirely engulfed by fog with the distance between there and the city. And you see, right by the terminal where everyone arrives from the mainland, big glowing sign with sparklers kind of like exploding out of it, and it says in very wacky font, "The Potionarium!" And below, you see one of the windows into the Potionarium has been shattered. And as you look into this sort of potion convenience store full of different shelves of unlabeled potions of different colors, that one of the big shelves of potions has been knocked over, and there are like sizzling liquids that have been mixing with each other, and you see like more sparklers coming out from the liquids and like plants growing out of them, and you hear the faint chattering of bones. There is a young man that is kind of seemingly the one that knocked over all of those potions, and he's kind of like stumbling about, shouting. This young human man is shouting at the... I can't say tiefling again. Is shouting at the Aarakocra that is running the store. I'm fucked, you gotta help me! And the Aarakocra is kind of like squawking and backing up, and saying, Sir, please calm down. I'm sure I can provide anything that you need as long as it's a potion. Of course, I really don't have anything else here.
Well, I'd like to wager a guess that that's the problem we're supposed to handle. I'll leave the seniors to deal with that for now.
All right. I can. Evergreen, you want to take this one?
Okay. How far is the person that seems to be freaking the fuck out?
This young human, is slamming his hands on the counter, and you see that he's got like potions sprayed all across his side. You see that there's like glass in his arm, so that he seems to have like just knocked himself into one of the stalls, and he doesn't seem to be holding a weapon, but he looks like he's about to jump the table and probably not do anything good to the Aarakocra.
So how far am I?
I'd say that you're only like 30 feet away. That's not a large store.
Okay, awesome. I cast Hold Person.
Oh,
Evergreen can handle it.
It does a 17 beat.
Oh, just barely. Yeah.
Cast Hold Person as you see this, like, what color would you say your magic is?
Maybe like a sickly green color.
You see this sickly green sort of acidic smoke kind of rise from the floor, and a sort of hex forms below this man, glowing, giving this bright green, sickly neon light from the underside of his body. And he turns to see it as these glowing lime chains flick out from the ground and wrap around him, but he just screams, "Ah!" and he just pulls at them and they shatter as he kind of like twists and spins around, and he stumbles and he looks towards you, Evergreen.
You said there are like shelves on, like, in the Potionarium, right? I can rabbit hop 20 feet as a bonus action without provoking opportunity attacks. I would like to rabbit hop up onto like a shelf.
Okay, you can rabbit hop onto the shelf, but I'm going to have you do a dexterity saving throw to not knock over the shelf.
Okay. Does a 13 do it?
As you jump up onto the shelf, it tips a little bit, and you kind of like right yourself, and the shelf tips the other way, and you kind of like lay out flat, and it kind of stabilizes, and the shelf becomes inert once again, but you realize that it's not that hard to spill a bunch of potions on the floor, which may lead to unexpected side effects.
That's what I'm here for. Unfortunately for everyone, good luck to everyone else.
Is that your nickname now? Unintended side effects.
Yeah. My tagline.
Now everyone can roll initiative.
Okay.
We will say the first person in the turn order is Evergreen, but you already acted for this.
That was an 11.
Okay, that's a
You know what?
16.
Twing, I got 11.
So that will be you, Gaul. It is your turn, and you see this man as he turns to face you has just like blood that is soaked into his lower face, is dripping off of him. And you can do a survival check.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. Not 20.
Holy shit.
This is definitely not his blood, but anybody could have told you that. What you can tell is that he is definitely bitten into something that just gushed blood, and he did not do it cleanly. You know, if you are trying to analyze this man, I would say it's pretty clear that he is more than just a normal human. But it is, I'd say with a nat 20, you know, you see in his eyes these yellow kind of glowing eyes that he has been cursed with lycanthropy.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, shit.
And as the sun has just set and the moon is peering in from behind you, it's probably going to be your problem pretty soon.
Okay. Alright. I have something that can incapacitate someone until the start of my next turn, but because it acts in a cone, I may also hit the air. Is there a way that I can angle myself so that in a 15-foot cone, I don't hit the air cocker and I just aim at this guy?
Unless you literally walk up to the werewolf, then you could. But there's no way you can do it while facing the werewolf from the entrance side, so you'd have to literally walk all the way out to the desk to do it without hitting the Aarakocra.
Is there a way that I can actually do that and slot myself between him and the Aarakocra?
If you step inside without getting on a shelf, you're going to step on loose potion refuse, unless you have a way to travel without touching the floor.
I might enter a rage real quick, but I don't want to just yet. I need to do damage if I want to keep it.
Well, you could probably take damage if you stepped on the floor.
Wait, you're right! I'm going to enter a rage.
Oh my god.
I'm entering a rage. I'm choosing a tail for the form of the beast, so that way I can get the extra AC property. And I am going to run over and make sure, and Gull's going to run over and make sure that he can get himself between the werewolf and the Aarakocra. I'm gonna say that Gull's probably gonna shout out behind him to Evergreen and Eauglace. This is a werewolf that we're dealing with. Please be careful.
Fun.
Don't let yourself get bit now.
Evergreen will stay up here on the shelf. I'm sorry. I eased it, Call.
Nah, you're just fine. Don't worry. And good idea to stay up there. I'll stay down here. I can keep myself from getting bit, but I can't guarantee it for the rest of you. As a beast barbarian, if I enter a rage, I can choose one of 3 versions of a natural weapon that my body grows when I enter the rage. And so I chose a tail, which means that I grow a kind of long and kind of lashing spiny tail that I can use as both a weapon and basically a makeshift shield.
Yeah, you kind of see Gaul kind of just hunch over and tense his muscles and become just ever so slightly larger, and this tail kind of just forms outward as this glowing rage emanates from Gaul. This magical energy that transforms Gaul's body to become just that bit more animalistic, and Gaul dives out into the hall. And heads or tails for me?
I will say heads.
That's ironic. You're lucky. As you step out through the hall, you step into a pale gray puddle that has dust swirling out from it, and you step your clawed foot into it as it sort of seeps up into your body. You see this sort of storm of sand swirl around Gaul. And Gaul, you feel absolutely nothing happen to you. If you want to, you can choose to step in glass.
Actually, yes, I will choose to step in glass purely to keep the rage active.
So you take 4 slashing damage.
And then I am going to use my main action to try to grapple this person. I'm going to grapple this guy so that way he can't bite anyone. So I'm assuming that's a strength contest.
Yeah.
Beautiful, I have advantage. That is a 17.
This guy, for your information, got a 4. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you could win that. I believe in him.
And you pin this werewolf against the counter, kind of holding your arm like at his neck, like between the table, as he's kind of twisting and trying to like claw at you. Although he hasn't transformed, but it would probably still hurt. But he can't quite reach you as you kind of push up at his jaw, and he snarls, though he can't open his mouth in this position.
Sir, I'm trying to be my best. I don't want to harm you in any sense, but you are being a bit of a danger. If we could just move this outside, that'd be splendid.
Then in response, he's going to try to break out of the hold, and that is a 21.
That's a 12.
As you kind
Ooh.
of say all of this, you see this guy's eyes flash, and he transforms into a full werewolf with snarling teeth, and he just kind of pushes out of the hold, and as you slide back, kind of trying not to step in another puddle, he is going to just swing for you. You're lucky. Does a 7 hit?
No.
Sorry, I meant 9.
9 also
that
does
is
not hit.
everything.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
This werewolf swipes at you twice, and you kind of jump back, and the werewolf just snarls, I'm gonna fucking kill you!
Well, no, that ain't nice.
Your turn, Eauglace.
I guess this person can tell the shopkeeper, like, I think it's best you leave. Like, just trying to get him evacuated. Like, can you, like, get out?
Do a... No, you don't need to persuade this guy. Well, the air cocker is gonna go, what? Well, I can't step over... Wait a minute, I can fly!
Incredible.
And this guy jumps up and just dives over, and I'm gonna do a dexterity check. Okay, and he crashes into the side of the window and spills out with glass on his back, and he drops down this balcony to a lower level.
Well,
my
he did get
God.
out. I'm gonna cast Rhymes Binding Ice, and I'm gonna use my Evoker called Sculpt Spells, and I'm gonna make it so that Gall and Evergreen don't get affected. So, can the guy roll a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, absolutely. That is a 20.
He succeeds. He'll only take half damage. He'll take 10 damage.
As you cast Rhymes Binding Ice and you see, actually, can you... I feel like there's gonna be some effect of you freezing all this potion refuse. As you
Slippery.
thrust ice, you see this kind of frost grow out from the puddles, like the Technicolor puddle, as you see kind of those crystalline shapes forming and bubbling, and these sort of crystals coming out of the pool, and you see this ice kind of grow upon the werewolf that kind of starts tugging at it as it starts breaking apart, getting clumped up on its fur, and it takes 10 damage, which doesn't seem to do very much to the werewolf, I will say, unfortunately.
No.
And it's now your turn, Evergreen.
Why don't I cast Confusion? They have to make a Wisdom saving throw, or they become confused.
Does a 17 beat?
God
Oh
damn
my
it!
god.
This guy does not have good wisdom, by the way. This is just really high rolls.
I hate this guy. Evergreen is like getting like hopping mad right around now.
It's Gull's turn again.
Then I am going to take the attack action here. I'm going to use my metallic breath weapon of enervating breath, which means that each creature in my little cone, which since the Aarakocra has left is just this guy, must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or become incapacitated. Give me a con save.
Okay, 13.
Alright, delightful.
Thank goodness.
Gull growls loudly, and as he does, he goes from a snarling kind of face to ripping open his jaw, I suppose. And there a large kind of gust of shimmery, kind of bronze-colored smoke billows out of his mouth and towards this guy. And as he breathes it in, he falls to the ground unconscious.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Okay, I'm going to... It's going to land in the magic ice, and it's going to feel the effects of said ice. That's so funny. As this werewolf splashes into this sludge of half-frozen potions, first it kind of like huffs, and you see like a bit of this sort of rainbow drink kind of go down into its mouth, and as it breathes out, the wolf begins to shimmer a rainbow, like a hued pattern that flickers over the unconscious body of the werewolf.
Oh god, the water's turning the frogs gay.
It accidentally interacted with a puddle of polychromy.
Oh my god,
my
we made him
God.
gay.
The water's making the frogs gay, god.
It's the werewolf's gay now. Beautiful. I'm going to use the rest of my action with object interaction. Can I tie this guy down with some hempen rope?
Yeah, you can go and tie this guy up. Do a survival check because you don't have, you have 6 seconds to do this.
That is a non-nat 20.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you like breathe out this shimmering, noxious fume. The werewolf kind of blinks and falls over. And actually, let me see if the werewolf changes back. Okay, no, it doesn't change back. So it's still in the hybrid human-wolf form. And as it falls over, you immediately hog-tie this bitch.
I need a rage to continue. I'm going to step in the glass again.
Okay, heads or tails?
Oh.
Heads.
You're really lucky. As you step into the glass, you step into this sparkling golden sort of puddle that mists up and sparkles almost like your bronze breath, but yellower and has a deeper kind of reddish tinge to it. And as you step into that and also take, 4 slashing damage, you
I'll
also
take 2.
feel this sort of energy move up your leg, and then you have advantage on your next ability check, attack roll, or saving throw within the actually within the next hour. You can choose to use it.
Oh my
Holy
god.
shit.
Gaul is broken.
It is Eauglace's turn.
Can I use Ryan's biting ice to just like reinforce the rope with ice?
Yeah, so roll damage then.
Okay. 19.
You cast that and you see this kind of like quilt of colors form over the rope and over the fur and flesh of this werewolf as it's half frozen in a block of potion ice.
We should probably get out of this store.
And as you say that, you see whip, whip, all of your bracers light up, and whoever taps their bracer first will get to speak with the operations team.
Eauglace, it's your first time, so why don't you do it instead? For
Alright.
practice. I need practice sometimes too, but I think you need practice more.
Thank you.
Eauglace, as you go and tap the bracer on your offhand, you see the golden plate kind of twist and the gem inside, embedded within, lights up, and you can hear, all 3 of you can hear the voice of Torrent, the dispatch operator. You guys need to bring this guy over to the Anvil headquarters so that we can lock him up, at least for questioning, before we let this guy go. Seems a little bit like a risk to the citizens.
I'm sure we can find a way to lug a giant werewolf across the city.
I am more than welcome, more than happy to carry this man. Let's go.
Alright. Alright. I guess we'll see you there.
Without a goodbye, you hear whip whip. Your bracer, the gemstone turns off and the plate goes back down into your bracer, Eauglace. And this werewolf is kind of half sunk into ice and covered in rope. So it is awake now, but it is just growling and attempting to thrash, but it can hardly move its body. It certainly can't move its limbs for the time being. And if you hold on to this thing tightly as you're carrying it, this guy is going to be stuck for as long as you need. And because winter is just ending, it's still slightly cold out. It's not very hot, you know. and you can just keep tapping up on that ice, just like casting Rhymes Binding Ice on that guy a few times.
Tree Stride lets me gain the ability to enter a tree and move from inside it to inside another tree of the same kind within 500 feet. Oh, this is just me though, I think. There's another one that lets you like make it a portal for other people. No, never mind.
I can carry him over. Don't
Never
worry. I got
mind.
this.
Never mind.
We-
Evergreen just fucked it today.
You did well bowling. Don't worry. You'll get him next time.
Evergreen, not good hero.
Evergreen is a delightful hero. Don't give me this.
Oh, okay.
I think you're a shit hero.
Well, your opinion don't matter much, does it?
I'm gonna eat your face.
Eauglace, is there any chance you can
werewolf.
muzzle this man? He's being a bit of a nuisance.
I would, but I don't think he would exactly like to have the cold, freezing feeling on his snout for an entire 30 minutes.
Do you have any more rope I could use to tie it shut?
I can handcuff
I do.
a werewolf to me and we can walk together.
I don't think that's a good idea, Evergreen.
Let's just stick to
Okay.
gagging him for now. Here's the rope.
I look at the werewolf in the eyes with, of course, my unsettling eye contact, and I say, if my spores wanted you dead, you would be dead. And then I just keep staring at him.
Just you wait, you rabbit.
I hurt him with my spores. 7 necrotic damage.
You thrust your spores into the airways of the werewolf, and the werewolf starts hacking and coughing and like spitting. And the werewolf kind of shouts out like, "You guys aren't heroes, you're just assholes!" And you finally arrive to the anvil. As you enter into the anvil, the Myrmidon headquarters, you step out into this beautiful quartz entry room, and you see a beautiful curved mosaic comprised of 4 images. You have seen this before, Gaul, and of course you've seen this, Evergreen. But this is definitely your first time, Eauglace, so I will describe it for you and for everyone else. The first mural says, "In the night of pitch black on the equinox long ago, Escala erupted in shimmering light, a visitation from the goddess Tyr." And you see what looks like a mosaic of the city in broad daylight, but instead of the sun, there is a crescent moon in the air, and you see the silhouette of a glowing goddess. The second image says, "The goddess Tyr came down upon the plains from beyond, bestowing her singular blessing upon the good people of Escala." Balance. You see the scales of Tyr in the air, the sword above the scale, above the city. You see the third image. "We honor this day and our patron goddess Tyr every equinox, when the day and night find themselves most balanced, such as Tyr's scale shall ever balance our hearts." And you see a heart and a feather on a scale, and the loving eyes of Tyr ever present, watching upon all. And the final image says, "Praise Tyr, warmth of frigid night and shade of wretched sun." And the image is of Tyr herself in all her glory, her hair sparkling in the sky, in her hands enveloping the city of Escala in her ever-loving embrace.
Oh, what a lavish place. I can't say I'm very familiar with gods and goddesses, but it's nice.
As you enter towards the room, there is a symbol of the scales of Tyr in a circle on the beautiful quartz flooring. And you know, as members of Myrmidon, other than Eauglace, of course, or Eauglace, this center piece on the floor actually takes the prisoners down to holding cells to be questioned, which is, of course, not your job. You guys actually get to rest after you've captured someone, and it will be handled by the anvil. So as you drag over the werewolf onto the plate of the floor, the werewolf screams out, "This isn't the last you've seen of me. I'm gonna eat you, you fucking rabbit!"
The mushrooms will probably eat you when you're gone, but the pit will take you down now.
And the pit clicks and moves downward as the werewolf shouts out, "Ah!" And then the floor closes up, click, and the werewolf is gone.
That was a lovely first time going. How do you feel?
Evergreen will do better next time, but job well done.
I think you did just fine, Evergreen.
Thank you, Gall. You understand me, even when Evergreen is still learning.
Gall's gonna give Evergreen a little head pat.
He, wiggles his ears.
It's very cute. And then you hear the distant splashing of ocean waves, the sound of seagulls cawing, and you know that Torrent is entering near the water genasi, the dispatch operator. As she enters, you see her with her glasses and her sending stone that's clipped onto the side of her face with this beautiful gold ornament on the side of her pointed ear, and she walks in, stepping through waves of water that follow and lap at her feet. As she stands near you, she says, "Awesome, great job. I mean, you kind of struggled, but it was supposed to be easy."
We did our best. There were some cautionary spills all over the floor that made it quite difficult to navigate.
Yes, well, you're going to have to talk to Fern, the project manager.
Understood, as always. Gall gives her a little salute.
And she walks away, pulls out a cigarette.
Oh, we're following.
Evergreen sees a Gall salute and then also does a salute.
As you guys walk up this large staircase that bends around the front desk, you see a secretary. He kind of looks up and he waves, says, "Hi, Evergreen."
Evergreen, I think, frolics over and waves. Hello. Do I know this person's name?
Shh. Yeah.
Does the DM know this person's name?
Atlas.
It's always good to see you. You are my second friend. Okay, well, I'll see you later.
Oh. Okay.
And then Evergreen waves again and then runs back to the party. Sorry, I said hi to friend Atlas.
Gall, can you do an insight check on Atlas?
Oh, I can absolutely do an insight check on Atlas.
Oh wait, also Eauglace, you can do an insight check.
It's a 5.
Okay. Oh, no pressure. Yeah, just gotta make it up for both of us. For sure. That's a 14, so not looking good.
Atlas shakes nervously as you guys walk up, and you see him kind of kicking his feet, and you get the feeling that Atlas also doesn't have any friends, and thought that maybe Evergreen could be they could be best friends, but now he kind of got pushed to the side, so he's a little bit sad that he's not Evergreen's best friend. He thought that maybe Evergreen wouldn't have any friends, but
Oh my god.
Second friend
God.
zone.
Hey, yo.
Hey,
yo.
second
No.
friend zone.
You can make more friends after you make one friend.
And yet, as you go to the upper floor of the anvil, you enter into the office of Fern. And before you enter, does anybody tell Eauglace anything about Fern?
Don't be shocked about what you see. Just for your first time, we'll handle the talking here. If you're asked anything, then go ahead and answer. But just be polite, be understanding. Be friendly.
Alright.
I like Fern. Fern is like me.
Fern is quite nice once you get to know him.
Well then, let's get on with it.
As you turn the doorknob and open the door gets caught on a tuft of grass. And as you push the door open, you see this meeting room with a very long wooden table and cheap wooden chairs at the side is not carpeted with carpet, but carpeted with thick grass and bushes, and you see vines growing up the sides of the wall. And at the end of the table, there is a large stump instead of a chair, and on top of that stump, you see a normal rabbit that is picking at its ear with its paw.
Gall's just gonna head over and take a seat at one of the chairs.
I think Evergreen kind of plops down near Gall, but starts like rolling around in the grass.
Yeah.
Haley's just gonna sit down and maybe even like cross his legs or something.
You guys all sit down at the meeting table, and you see this rabbit preening itself on top of the log, and it kind of chitters and goes like, and then the rabbit kind of turns and faces you. Its ears flop over really cutely, and the rabbit has these big, these just big, shiny, gleeby eyes, and the rabbit snickers.
Well, Myrmidons, you performed quite well in your last mission. Since we have a new recruit, Corporate wants me to remind you all of the 3 classic C's of heroism by which you're being judged. Containment, conservation, and of course, contribution. Eauglace, since you're new here, we'll start with your review.
And you see Fern. You see this wooden, gnarled tentacle rise from the shrubs, pulling out a stack of paper and holding it in front of the rabbit, as the rabbit puts on these small glasses and looks at the paper. And you see from behind the rabbit, an eye stalk raises from the grass and peers over the shoulder of the rabbit. And the rabbit holds the paper up to the eye stalk and isn't actually reading the paper.
Eauglace, for your first mission, you did quite well for yourself. Containment was a complete success. I'm going to give you 4 stars for containment, as well as conservation. Your contribution to the team was also top-notch. 4 stars across the board.
And Fern gives everyone 4 stars on all 3 judgments of containment, conservation, and contribution, because there was no damage to any property, because you contained the criminal without directly causing harm to any civilians, and because you all contributed, except, Evergreen.
No, not
Yeah.
him.
Despite the fact that your contribution was lacking, Fern really likes you.
Oh.
That's corporate favoritism, baby. Evergreen's not gonna argue. Evergreen is like, wow, I did a good job. Oh, that makes me feel better coming from a corporate.
You see a little glowing slot appear in your bracers, and each of you receive 12 golden coins.
Awesome.
Well, I really want to eat you right now, but I will not, because I have one more thing I need to give you. Will you please come over to me so I can give you 3 levers to the slot machine?
Well, alright then.
You are gonna love the slot machine. My favorite. You'll see. I probably happily skipping over.
You see one of these oaken tendrils kind of rise up from the ground, holding a cartoonish golden lever with a knob handle, and it has a little Myrmidon logo on it, and it hands this little staff over to Evergreen, and you see 2 more tentacles arise with golden staffs.
Fern's very nice to me.
You guys grab your golden levers, and as you exit the room, you see this side of the wall, like a casino slot machine in an office building. And it has a little socket to put your lever in. So who would like to pull the slot machine first?
I guess I'll give it a go.
I want you to roll a D8 with disadvantage.
Oh.
I got a 6.
And can you roll a D100 for me?
Whoa.
Sorry, the Google does not have a D100. 64.
As you pull on the slot machine, you see boom, the first thing is the skull. The second thing is a helmet, and the third thing is a little ghost symbol. And you see the lights flash and it goes ding ding ding. And dropping out of the slot machine, you get a skull helm.
I don't know what this does.
While wearing the skull-shaped helm, you can cast Spirit of Death from it without requiring material components. Once you use the helm to cast the spell, the helm can't cast the spell again until the next dawn. But to clarify, you don't actually receive the skull helm. You receive a little skull helm card, and the slot appears in your bracer.
Alright. I'll put it in, I guess.
You grab the card and you click it into your bracer, and it goes into your bracer, and you see this glowing blue energy of the helm appear around your head, crushing your hat down, and you now have this helmet stuck on your head.
Oh my god.
That's
Well,
hilarious.
Not the hat.
I like it for the utility, but it's not doing much for my aesthetics.
So you guys can remove these cards and put them into each other's bracers if you don't want to have the helmet, or you can just keep the cards on you.
I'll just keep the cards for now.
Yeah, you eject the card and your hat is still crushed, but the helmet vanishes.
I'll fix it later.
This is where I introduce a new mechanic. If your bracers are to become damaged, every single magic item that you receive will vanish.
Oh, awesome.
Just regardless, or is it?
These are phantom magic items. They are created by the magic within your bracers utilizing the Blessing of Tyr. So if your bracer can no longer channel Tyr's blessing, all of those magic items that you receive from the headquarters will cease to function.
Understood. Evergreen, would you like to do the honors?
Oh, I would like to go first. Or second.
Go for it.
After. Okay, I will go. And then I pull the lever. That was an 8 and a 1, so it's a 1.
That sucks. You see the first icon, a tooth. The second icon, an eyeball. The third icon, loose hair. And you have received a talking doll card.
Oh?
I got a Furby.
While this stuffed doll is within 5 feet of you, you can spend a short rest telling it to say up to 6 phrases and set a condition under which the doll speaks each phrase. Whatever the condition, it must occur within 5 feet of the doll to make it speak.
It's like you know those toys when you were a kid and they would like talk back to you? They claim, but it's just like you're recording your voice but using like something to change it.
Wow, this is horrible.
I have another friend. And then I go over and sit down with it, and I start saying to it, "You cannot kill me in any way that matters."
Can you have the doll say,
What?
"Fun fact, you cannot kill me in any way that matters"?
Yeah, fun fact. Whenever someone picks it up, it says that.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay.
I think it was best that I got this item and not anyone else, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Gall, give me a D8 disadvantage.
Can I use my advantage I got from the golden potion on this roll to make it a flat roll?
This is not one of the rolls mentioned in the Golden Potion's abilities.
I tried. Oh, that's a 5.
Oh, this is actually kind of useful. You are going to receive a... You see the icon for a diamond. You see the icon for a shield. You see the icon for a broken sword. Ding, 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 ding. A card comes out. You have the card of normal shield, it appears.
I'm going to use activate the card. What does it give me?
You receive a shield in your offhand that it's just a normal shield, but meta-wise, it's a +2 shield.
Does this affect two-handed weaponry?
Yes.
Awesome. I don't want this. Eauglace or Evergreen? Either you like a shield for protection?
I have a shield, but I like that shield too, if Eauglace doesn't want it.
I'm alright. I just prefer to stay in the spotlight.
Okay, I like my doll, so I'm glad you didn't say that you wanted it.
No, you can keep it.
Do you want to see what it says when you pick it up?
Another time.
Does Gall want to pick it up?
Gall is definitely going to pick it up. He was invited to pick it up.
All right. You pick up this doll, and as you pick it up, it kind of tenses in your hand, and the doll's head cocks, and it opens its mouth, and you hear like a sputtering, crackling version of Evergreen's voice saying, "Fun fact, you cannot kill me in any way that matters."
Charming!
Interesting.
Absolutely charming. You want it back? Gall's like holding it at like arms. Gall's holding it at arm's length and like struggling to keep a smile on. Be grateful.
Oh my god, someone help them.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, we're all dead.
Uh,
I don't know how I'm not making
I'm trying to
character.
stop laughing enough to talk as Evergreen.
Gall immediately is handing it back.
You have to say it again.
yeah, when you hand it over, I tilt his head the other way and he goes, fun fact. You cannot kill me in any way that matters.
That's exactly what you're supposed to say. Awesome. And then I go back to doing whatever the fuck he does. I think if you give Evergreen the shield you just got, Evergreen like hacks away his shield that's covered with moss, and he holds the new shield, and then it starts growing moss like immediately.
Incredible. I'm passing. I just sent you the character link info. The
Awesome.
stat link.
Oh, okay. So
It's a magical. Okay,
Oh,
so
hell yeah.
if on a normal shield it would be +4, so it would make a full shield +4. Awesome.
oh hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That is an improvement to my shield. Thank you kindly.
You're
Thank
more
you,
than
Paul.
welcome.
I will
I've
remember this forever. I start chewing on the old shield.
And as you guys step down the stairwell, talking like, good game, guys, you did good, you see Atlas sitting at the table, and you are supposed to return the golden plate of your bracer so that you can be replaced with one that's been charged with Tyr's Blessing. So you have to hand over your golden plate and receive a new one.
Alright. I see no problem with this. I'm handing mine over.
And he places all of these bracer plates on a pedestal, and they get warped somewhere else. And he clicks the pedestal again, and 3 shiny bracer plates that have no moss on them appear, and he hands them out to you.
The no moss specification.
I put it back on and it starts growing moss again.
Yeah.
I'll just take mine. Thank you kindly. These are quite lovely.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, well, would you want to be my best friend?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
More than
I'll be
happy
best
to.
friends.
And as you both say, like, yeah, you're my best friend, Atlas, like, smiles, and Atlas says, I have to write in my diary, and he, huddles under the desk and pulls out his diary and starts writing.
Can I climb up over the counter and like poke
Yeah.
my head over like upside down at
Yeah.
him? I'm gonna take out my old shield, that is again covered in moss, and I'm gonna like extend it forward. Atlas, since we are best friends now, would you like my old shield?
This is the best day of my fucking life!
What a lad.
Wow.
I love him.
So you have nothing to look forward to in the future anymore. That is very sad.
I'm just gonna be riding this high.
I turn over to Gall and Eauglace. What does riding this high mean?
Atlas will be happy for quite a while, is what they're trying to communicate.
Oh,
yeah, that.
that's really good. I thought they would be sad from this day
That they're on
forward.
drugs.
They're on drugs.
Shit.
New brand of shrooms.
New brand of shrooms called Best Friend
Shrooms.
Mixture.
Oh god, do I grow like hallucinogenic shrooms?
Of course.
That's your
Oh.
illusion spells.
Oh my god. Alright guys, we should start a business.
Of course.
You have to start cooking shrooms.
Yes, we need to cook.
Is there anything else you guys want to say before we keep going?
No, I think we're good.
I think we're good because otherwise I would show Atlas the talking doll, and I don't think they need that. So let's spare this guy, please.
Now, what makes you say that?
What are your guys' passive perceptions?
16.
16.
18, baby.
Nice.
Evergreen, You see someone standing in shadow. It is beyond midnight now at this point. You see this humanoid, presumably caked in shadow, standing off the side of the walkway that leads into the Anvil building. And this person has two glinting, glassy eyes. It's the only thing you can see. This entity stares directly at you.
Hello? I wave my arm very, like, it's a big wave. And then I start running over.
Perception checks from Gaul and Eauglace.
I
Okay.
hit this with advantage because I've, like, directly waved at something
Sure,
and said
yeah.
hello and running towards
Yeah.
it.
At 16.
I rolled a 1 and a 3, so that's a 9.
Oh.
Boy. Well,
You know what? We can't all be winners.
You both see that Evergreen is running towards something, and Eauglace, you see these glinting white eyes glowing out from the shadows that Evergreen is running towards. What do you do as you see Evergreen rushing towards these eyes?
I rush towards with Evergreen because I don't want to make sure that Evergreen doesn't I don't know, like get into with a rabid dog or something.
Do a dexterity contest, but you have disadvantage, Eauglace.
Oh.
is this with me?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh. I got a 12.
I got a 15.
You rush and to grab Evergreen, but you just barely miss Evergreen's hand as you get a handful of moss, and Evergreen dives out and runs through these bushes growing at the side of the walkway right to this creature that's behind bushes, and rushes out to it. And that is when you realize, Gaul, that Evergreen is rushing towards this entity with glowing eyes. Evergreen, as you rush out there, you see this tall, thin man in a cloak that seems to be distorting his appearance, but as you get close to him, you see this unkempt beard and these goggles made of clear, glassy gemstones that almost glimmer and glow from the starlight of the night. And this man peers upon you, nearly 7 feet tall, and he speaks.
Wait, can I speak first?
Sure.
Can I show you my new doll? And I'm holding it out.
I'm gonna do an insight check.
Okay.
That is a 18. So what is your intention?
I want to make a new friend today.
Oh, yes, of course. And this tall creature reaches out with his hand and he picks the doll. As the doll clenches and twists, the looming figure stares down with these glowing gemstone eyes, and the doll peers up at him and says, "Fun fact, you cannot kill me in any way that matters."
This is the perfect magic item. He keeps crying, I can hear him.
Don't approach this person.
Papa, no! This old figure is a little uncomfortable when the doll speaks.
It's okay. It doesn't hurt you. But I would like my doll back if that's okay.
He looks at you, these eyes peering upon you. Tavril, what have they done to you?
That's not its name, but that's okay. I'm still working on it.
And the figure solemnly shakes his head, and he hands the doll back to you with his long arm. Tavril, why have you joined the Myrmidons?
Oh no, it's just a doll. It doesn't have a job. It's very
You don't
hard
do
to
much.
do a job application. I
Yeah.
needed help from my friend because I find it hard to read still.
Okay. At this point, the rest of the party arrives. You see,
Yeah.
you see Evergreen standing in this bush, speaking to this tall, shadowy figure, the image of which distorts.
I'm That's not exactly normal, is it?
That is very, very much not a normal occurrence here. Stand by.
The figure turns towards you, and even through the shifting appearance, you can tell that as he leans forward, he does not regard the two of you well, and you get the impression that he is not a friend of your kind.
Fun.
This is my new friend. What was your name?
Well,
He doesn't like my doll, but it's okay.
Fletcher, and you are Myrmidons.
yes. Should I know you?
And Fletcher leans in and do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
All of us?
No, just our good friend Eauglace.
What do you call it, gentlemen? I don't remember.
The gentleman's 20.
You see these crystal goggles begin to turn, the crystals spiral, and you feel this headache, but you resist it, and you know that Fletcher was attempting to look into your head.
Pardon me?
Oh shit.
I don't exactly think... I recognize a psychic connection when I feel one.
Well, very impressive for a Myrmidon. Surely you only rely on your bracer for your power.
Pardon?
And you see that this entity's hand hovers over your bracer, Eauglace.
Now, you see, I would like not the company to not take that out of my paycheck. And I guess he
I'm gonna
backs it like
have
he pulls his hand away.
I think once the figure starts reaching for Eauglace, Galt is going to kind of step in. Do we have a problem here, sir? I don't believe we've met before.
Yes, I quite think we do have a problem. And he turns to Evergreen. Tavro, this nonsense must cease. How should we do away with them?
Oh my god, what? I was trying to think what
Hey,
Evergreen would
yo!
say.
What the hell?
Do away with Evergreen. Who is this? Do you know them?
This is Fletcher, my new friend that I met just a moment ago.
Yes, he seems quite charming. Very interested in our organization.
Well,
Evergreen.
I,
How far way ago did you find this man? When?
just right now.
Gotcha.
They named my doll Tavril. I like that name. Tavril. That is my doll.
What have you done to him? What have you done to Tavro? He doesn't remember.
Have who?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Roll initiative!
Hey, yo!
Alright.
Yikes. I'm gonna remember I have advantage on initiative this time, chat.
I don't. I got a 4.
I got a non-nat 21.
Someone had to get something good, I suppose.
9.
Okay, Fletcher's gonna go first.
Oh, that's great.
Immediately, Fletcher is going to grab, or attempt to grab, Eauglace. Do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, for sure. 21.
Okay. You see Fletcher just become a mist of shadow that dives towards you, and you just instinctively drop down under the bush as this mist kind of speckles over the pathway, and you all see that this kind of magical zone of darkness is appearing around you, whereas you can only see what is in this zone. Everything outside of it is what is in shadow. And luckily for you, that is the end of Fletcher's turn.
How far away is he?
I assume that you guys were all standing here, so he's like 5 feet away.
Awesome. I'm going to enter a rage, and I'm going to use the claws, actually. They count as magical damage. I am going to try to hit and use both of my actions for attacks here. Does a non-nat 23 and a 17 hit?
Both of them hit.
Awesome. And do a 18 I'm assuming in a 10. I'm assuming does not hit.
10 does not hit.
Okay. Awesome. Please hold while I do math calculations.
I should say that when Fletcher passes through Eauglace, Fletcher reforms, and then the dark mist appears around.
The darkness.
Darkness consumes us all. That is 40 magical slashing damage.
Holy shit.
As
40 magical slashing damage?
Hey, yo,
Well,
what the
basic-
hell?
Gull? Yes, it is. Gull enters into a rage. This time using the claws on his fingers growing much sharper and more gnarled and dragon-like as he roars out and rushes forwards towards Fletcher for attacking his friends. And he swipes about 4 separate times, but misses on the last one. Just like slashes through Fletcher's farm. But yes, that does 4-0 damage. Hee.
Okay.
Yeah.
You dive in and slash heads or tails?
I will take heads again. It's been being nice to me.
Wow. That worked out. As you dive in and attack Fletcher, you see Fletcher's cloak kind of fly off, and Fletcher's body becomes apparent as you see Fletcher is a night hag. So you dive out and tackle Fletcher, and Fletcher's cloak comes off, and you see that he is a tall, thin, sprawled night hag on the floor, and he kind of growls at you, and he says, "You wretched little thing." And it is now the wonderful turn of our friend Evergreen.
Okay, so we're in like shrubs and stuff, right?
You are in shrubs. Everybody else is basically on the pathway.
Are there trees around us?
I'd say there are, because you just exited out of the anvil. I think the anvil has a nice little front garden area that has trees.
So if I cast Wrath of Nature, which causes spirits cause trees, rocks, and grasses in a 60-foot cube centered on that point to become animated, will that work?
I'd say you could get 2 trees.
Okay, all right, I'll take it. I think Evergreen's like, please don't hurt my friends. I don't want my friends to fight. And then I think his magic manifests as in the Wrath of Nature. So a lot of things happen.
Okay.
Any area of ground in the cube that is covered by grass or undergrowth is difficult terrain for my enemies.
The entire path is grass.
Okay, awesome. And at the start of each of my turns, each of my enemies within 10 feet of any tree in the cube must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 4d6 slashing damage from whipping branches.
Okay, dexterity saving throw probably failed, but let me just double check.
Beautiful.
Dexterity, 9.
That won't do it. Okay, so, I think, is that just 1 for 1 tree, or is that 2 for 2 trees?
Is it every tree?
It says, each of your enemies within 10 feet of any tree in the cube must... So I guess that's...
They're not within 10 feet of a tree.
Oh, they're not?
The trees are like 30 feet away.
Okay, the other thing... 2 other things, sorry. At the end of each of my turns, one creature of my choice that is on the ground in the cube must succeed on a strength saving throw or become restrained until the spell ends. And they can use another athletics check as an action to end the restraint.
A nat 20.
God, okay.
Damn.
And then, last thing, as a bonus action on my turn, which I will be using, I can cause a loose rock in the cube to launch at a creature I see in the cube, so I'm making a ranged spell attack.
This is an incredible spell.
This is a 5th level spell.
I can see
What is
why.
does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna take 3d8 non-magical bludgeoning damage.
From a rock?
17 bludgeoning damage, and it must make another strength saving throw or fall prone.
Does a 20
Yeah, well, that'll do it. Okay, well, they don't fall prone. And then, I'm going to... No, how far are they from me? If they're at, like, Eauglace.
The night hag is 10 feet from you. Your friends are 5 feet from you.
Okay, I'm going to, maybe, move, like, 20 feet away.
Okay, what direction? Are you gonna move towards the trees?
Yeah, towards the trees.
Okay. So you're going back towards the anvil.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
You're also gonna walk into the magical darkness.
Oh, is there... Oh, I'll just stay where I am, then.
What am I gonna do? What spell should I use? I guess I'll use Cone of Colds, and I'll make it careful so that it doesn't hit Gall and Evergreen. So roll a Constitution saving throw.
How does a 15?
Damn it, you're gonna take half damage then. He's gonna take 15 damage. 19 damage.
19 damage. Okay. And what does your attack look like?
It's just it's a burst of blast of cold air erupts from your hands, and each creature in a cone takes cold damage.
You blast out this frost at this night hag, which is sprawled on the ground with the grass cutting him up. And he's like, oh! And you see this kind of permafrost like layer over the grass and over the night hag. And the night hag is looking pretty fucked up, to be honest. Like, he's not doing good right now. He's pretty fucked up right now. And it is now the night hag's turn. So let's see if we can mend that problem. You see Fletcher stand and speak out to you, Evergreen. And as Fletcher gets up, you see blood dripping off the lacerations. And Fletcher looks at you with the goggles and says, "Devil, if you are in there, please."
Please, what?
And Fletcher takes his gemstone goggles and he tilts them off his face and disappears in a puff of smoke. As the gemstone goggles drop into the grass and the magical darkness disappears, and you hear a crack as one of the lenses shatters.
Interesting.
Can I pick up the goggles?
Yeah. You pick up the goggles. One of the lenses is cracked in a Y formation, and the other is unaffected.
I don't know what he wanted.
Well, he seems to be quite taken with you. You sure he's not some long-lost friend?
I don't know. I don't remember him.
Let's report this to Fern. Maybe see if they have any information about it.
So you're holding the gemstone goggles, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I am. I like them.
That's not good.
I will give these back, next time we see him. I don't think, Evergreen would put them on, but he might just, like, look through the lenses. You know, like, hold them up and, like, look through.
As you look through the lenses, just holding them up, you see that the world is much brighter. It is pitch black night, so much brighter is not that bright. But there are flames burning across the grass and across the anvil. And you just holding it down towards the floor, you only see that there are flames wicking through the city.
I think as soon as he sees the flames, he drops the goggles and, like, yelps and then, like, jumps back like a cat, in fear. Scary goggles. Bad, don't like them.
Can I take the goggles then? I'll just hold on to him for Evergreen and then try to comfort him. It's alright, don't worry about it. They can't hurt you.
Fire.
Fire? You saw fire?
Yeah, goggles.
Would I be able to know anything about any fires happening? Like a history check? Can I do a history check on it? I'm wondering if this is a flashback. And I spent the advantage already, darn. Okay. That's a nat 20.
Damn.
Holy shit.
You don't know the details, but you know that the Anvil is an organization that was only created recently, within the past year. It was created on the equinox, the spring equinox, actually, in honor of the goddess Tyr. And on that day, there was a fire that broke out in the city. You don't really know what that connection would be, but there was a great fire that burned across the city. As far as you know, there were no casualties and no long-term structural damage. It's something that people don't really talk about, and it is slightly strange, and you have no way of knowing the connection, but it feels connected. You weren't there at the time when the Great Fire burnt across the city.
Huh. I think Gaul's gonna relay that back to everyone else, but kind of play it down so that it's not terrifying, since Evergreen's still already, like, noticeably upset.
He's like
Huh.
curled up in the bush with like the doll. And he's making
Gaul
it say the
is-
fun fact over and over again.
Oh. Gaul's, like, trying to comfort him, like, reaching over and, like, trying to, like, hold him in some way to help out. It's alright, it's alright. Don't worry about it, okay?
Do you look at the goggles when you pick them up?
I think he'd probably do the same thing of, like, he'd look through it, but he wouldn't necessarily put them on.
What do you look at? Just at the ground with it, or do you look through it at anything else?
Just at the ground, I think.
Yeah, you see fire, but as you kind of look at it and you see kind of the feet of Evergreen through the goggles, you see the fire enveloping Evergreen.
Huh.
This
Now
is
that's all.
scary.
Just a little, but, nah. Not too bad. I can handle it. It's alright.
Do a luck check.
Me? Alright.
I wonder what this is for.
That cocked. Hold on. That one.
No, from that 20 to now
That
1.
the most unlucky.
I've had 2 nat 1s, 2 nat 20s, and 2 non-nat 20s. This is delightful information, chat.
I assume you go to put them away.
Yep.
As you go to put them away, you just barely brush the gemstone against your bracer. Barely. And as it does, the cracked gemstone pops out of the socket and, like a magnet, locks upon the gemstone in your bracer, and your nice little blue gemstone pops out of its socket and drops into the grass, and the white gemstone inserts itself into your bracer.
Oh no.
Which could be nothing.
For sure.
Well, that ain't good.
As you say, well, that ain't good, you see the fire everywhere. You feel this vision come over you through your bracer. You see fire enveloping the entire city, enveloping your friends, flickering over your eyes as you realize this fire is over your entire body. And as you look up at your body, you see the sky, and you don't see the stars, even though they were just there, because there's something between you and the stars. You see in the sky a blade, plated in gold. You've seen this sword before. You saw it in the mural upon the wall in the anvil. You've seen this sword so many times. You see the blade of Tyr, the goddess of the city. The broad end as large as the width of the city itself. The hilt so tall into the sky it is obscured by fog. A hot red force pushes out from the blade as it reverberates upon the skyline. Fire burns down from the sword, from Tyr's sword. Judgment. The blade dangles itself just barely. From your perspective, it is already touching the tallest tower of the city. If this blade were to fall, there would be no survivors.
Okay.
Awesome.
Interesting.
I don't think Gaul's reacting normally. I think he's genuinely, like, petrified.
Yeah, you guys see Gaul pick up these goggles, and then you see like a magnet, the gemstone flip and insert itself into his bracer, and then Gaul goes, well, that can't be good. And then Gaul just freezes, and you see Gaul's lip quiver as Gaul just stands there still. The only thing moving are Gaul's eyes quickly flittering between buildings, between the skyline, between the stars. And you guys just stand there watching Gaul frozen in terror.
What's going on there, buddy?
I think Evergreen like gets up and starts like patting Gaul's leg, and he's like, Gaul, you look strange. I've never seen you like this before. And I think he's like maybe he's even like climbing up Gaul's body to like like pat him on the face.
Gaul's just standing in terror, I feel like. And I think when Evergreen like kind of taps and starts climbing on him, he sort of snaps out of it to like shut his eyes. He's not looking anywhere anymore. Hey, bud. Could you do me a favor quickly? Could you get that crystal that fell? Just find it for me.
Oh, okay. I jump down and start looking around.
You look down and do a perception check.
Okay.
Are you good? You good over there?
26
Wow.
without
Shit!
guidance.
You look for this shiny blue gemstone, but it's not there. But there is another gemstone in the grass. It is gray and desaturated, and there is a white, foggy crack on the inside. And as you pick it up, you realize this is the gemstone that was in the bracer, but Tyr's blessing has been lost from this gem.
Oh.
Gaul, I found your gemstone, but it is broken, I think. I'm gonna go over, to like, I think I'm gonna try and like, see if I can, get his like bracer, like off, or like, exchange the gemstone or something like that, like whatever I'm able to do.
You go to take off the gold plate, and you can't.
Is your bracer broken, Gaul?
I don't know. Maybe. I haven't had this happen before.
Are you scared because you're going to have to pay for it out of your own pocket?
Sure. We'll go with that. Yeah.
You can have my 12 gold if that helps.
I'll take whatever responsibility that comes with this. Let's just get inside.
The sun begins to rise. And as the sun rises and the sunrise appears at the ocean side, you hear a click like that of a clock, and the sword begins to fall.
Uh-oh.
That's the end of the session!
Oh my god.
Oh God.
Well,
No.
That
Do
wasn't
not.
a
No.
cliffhanger at all.
Nope, that was
No.
totally fine. No, that's great.